Welcome back to Autolooks Online. This week we're looking at the 2011 Mercedes R-Class. Yes, the car that the Chrysler Pacifica first introduced, well, I should say by Mercedes to Chrysler, is now going into its second generation. They've gotten rid of these weird looking alien eyes in the front end and gone with a more C-Class, sport, sort of edgy design. Let's take a look at the front end of this thing. What can be said about the new 2011 R-Class? Well, it's a step in the right direction. Up front, it's all C-Class. Trust me, look at this thing. C-Class all the way from its headlights, oversized grille, lower air ducts, even the rims. The only problem is, it almost looks like that's all they did, is slap a C-Class front end. You'll find out in a few moments. Now, up front, big problem. Okay, I know Mercedes likes to show off that, hey, we're a big luxury car company. We want everyone to see our symbol from miles away. But, hey, that thing's massive. Of course, when you got a grille that massive, you might need a symbol that massive. One problem with the front of this thing, maybe they should have brought down the grille a little bit. Yeah, it's nice. It's big. It lets a lot of cold air in to cool off the engine. But, seriously, bring it down. Like where this top line is here, the grille came down, I don't know, just a little bit more. Kind of make it a little bit thicker on the sides. Bring it down a little bit. Like if it came, let's just say right there, look a lot more sporty. Where it sits right now isn't the greatest. Oversized seems to work for, well, let's say Audi, Mitsubishi, Mercedes, not too much. Looking to the bottom, yeah, it's got a very nice splitter at the bottom. Nice spoiler, side splitters, air duct is well done. Those fog lamps are they're amazing. They didn't go with a regular incandescent light bulb like a lot of people are still going with. Those little round, ugly looking things, they've gone with a band. Halogen band. I love these things. Why? Because at night, you're looking down the road, and all you can see is this you can see the little red, well, not red, the regular headlights, plus you can see this little blue band at the bottom. It kind of freaks you out. If you're on something, you might think it's an alien. Well, that's one of those things Mercedes is going with. Along the side, not too crazy about the rims. Yeah, they are Mercedes-inspired rims, but still, I don't know. I'm a rim guy. Shut up. I like a nice looking set of rims in a car. A lot of car companies don't make it look like they're aftermarket. They look like they're just stock, plain Jane, boring. We pulled them off a shelf. We can build millions of these damn things. Okay? Now, let's get some good looking rims on cars. Okay? There's some great rim manufacturers out there. For instance, Canada, we got Fast Wheels. In the States, you want something wild? Check out Hypnotic. Hey, really? The other things along the side, yeah, they got a nice fast roof line. Okay, kind of sporty. The top line here goes from the headlight all the way across. Nice, smooth, fast. Okay, it's good. Follows with the vehicle. Follows with the design. Bad one is this lower one. Lower one should start at the top of the wheel well. No, it starts part way down the wheel well. Not that great. It shoots up too fast. We know this is a tall wagon. We know you have to cover a lot of distance and move at a faster rate. But seriously, you don't have to move that fast. It's either bring it down closer to the rear wheel well or start it right at the top of the front wheel well. I don't know. Moving on to the back. Let's do. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Now Mercedes has done one thing that I just love. A lot of car companies these days integrating your exhaust ports right into the rear end. Okay. I know some car companies are a little, skeptical on doing that because they want to be seen as environmentally friendly and we're trying to get away from gasoline, and diesel, hydrocarbons, and all that stuff. But you know what? As long as we're still using it, why don't we make it look cool? Seriously, even if it's a green car, Why don't you just use an air duct that looks like that? You need something cool to rear end. Like I said, that fast line from the front goes into these weird looking bubble lights, okay? The front of this thing is very flat. Straight lines, flat hood, edges, a little bit of curves in certain areas, but it's kind of an edgy design, right? Sort of like a Cadillac. On this vehicle, I don't know. They seem to have lost that on the rear end. Okay, bubble lights, curvy rear, where the D-pillar is. Okay, those need to change. That rear window should follow the roof line. Seriously, if the roof's going to come down like this, make it go like that. If you want to make it like this, bring the roof down a little bit. Create a, sorry to say, a little bit of a notch. It might help. On this vehicle, a notch may help. Because that tailgate ain't looking good. When I see this thing coming down the road, I think, sophisticated mom vehicle. Sort of like those old Volvos, those square Volvos from the early 1990s. Not unlike their cars today. They're amazing things now. Check out Volvo. Okay, this new thing, I don't know. Maybe if they allowed Chrysler to redo the Pacifica, they might have learned something about the rear end. I don't know if anyone remembers the original R-Class. It had the same type of windows in the back. Now, look at the Chrysler Pacifica. Exact same vehicle, exact same platform. Pretty similar design. Side windows went with the hatch of the vehicle. Made it look a lot better. Personally, I still like it. Kind of a bland, boring front end. Bland, boring front Chrysler grille, but hey, still look a lot better than the rear end of this thing. It's a bubble. Curves, curves, curves. Poor spoiler. Poor license plate placement. The chrome strip just seems kind of slapped on, even for a Mercedes. Even a chrome accent down here. Isn't that good? Everything about it just screams. It's the early 2000s or the late 90s. Curves are out. Edges are in. Come on, Mercedes. Get with the times. Cadillac has seemed to make a change in the luxury standards. Everyone's getting on board now. Lexus, Infinity's starting to go that way. Lincoln's starting to go that way. Everyone's using edges. Mercedes, you got the front end with the edges done right. Now let's work on the rear. For this week, in auto looks, I don't know. I got to give this thing a 4 out of 10. Seriously, C-Class front end. Old 90s, early 2000s rear end. This thing is, it's not that great. You slap some big wheels on it, create a new flatter, boxier rear end of this thing. Then we could talk. But for now, I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. For this week at Auto Looks, this is Everett J saying, hey, Mercedes, maybe you should start taking some lessons from the other luxury marques, not giving them.